guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again with this gorgeous background page that we made a few videos back. And I made recently these couple of bits of ephemera, or these 3 bits of ephemera. And I just wanted to come back and just finish off using the remainder of the board. So let's kind of crack on straight away and get on with it. So I've bought in this cluster, which again, it looks pretty good, I think, against this paper. And again, we can then manage to tie it in, you know, so we've got a bunch of, you know, coordinating and nicely put together pieces. You know me, I'm a little bit matchy-matchy. So, you know, to try and get some things matching is, you know, is helpful, I find. So I think what we'll do is we will just divide this up kind of pretty much as we did last time, in that we'll make a belly band piece and then 2 more of the kind of postcard type pieces, really. So I think to do that, we'll cut down, ooh, decisions. Yeah, I think we'll just cut it down here for like the belly band section. Actually, I will just check that I wouldn't prefer it here. This has got quite a bit of blue in it, which, you know, when I come to use it, because I'm a little bit obsessed with the matchy-matchy thing, I might just struggle to use that if it's got the blue, to be perfectly honest. So I'm better off actually, although I love the look of the blue here, I think from a practicality point of view, I probably prefer to get rid of it. And then I'm just going to cut this piece down here. And then this piece here, we'll just get rid of that. This is just that sort of perforated edge piece there. So these are going to be our 3 pieces that we're going to do today. And yeah, I've got, obviously, as I say, just a cluster here that I thought would, you know, look pretty good on one or the other of these. Yeah, I haven't decided yet what to do on this belly band, but again, you know, we could do something with, you know, some of the bits that we used yesterday, or we could use these on one of these, because I bought in these hearts because we'd made these, you know, in a previous video. And I just thought, you know, it's really great when you can actually use some things up that you've already made. So, I mean, we could have something, you know, something like this going on. Yeah, I mean, I quite like how that looks, to be honest. It's quite pretty. You know, and then I would use that like a little pocket on a page, which actually we could do this as an extra pocket, which might be quite nice. Let's just, again, cut some lace down. See how this would look. So, I mean, I'm filming this on the same day as I filmed the previous video. But for you guys, obviously, this will be, you know, a different day. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that looks too bad. What do you guys think? Yep, quite like that. And let me just pull in a little bit of the bling. Okay, oops. Just trim that down. Okay. Yeah, that's quite pretty, isn't it? And then I'm thinking a butterfly would be quite good here. So again, let me just rummage around and see what else I've got laying about. I mean, obviously, because my desk is so messy, you know, I always have like a ton of things that I can pull from. Oh, and look, rummaging around, I just found this cluster actually sat there, which that might be quite nice on one of these pieces. Yeah, okay, right. Let's just get going here. So this piece here, I mean, obviously it's black, so it's not really needing inking, but I will just ink it up just for, you know, consistency's sake. And then I'm just going to glue this down. Yeah, glue it down on the base. And again, I've just gone around 3 sides, so it's going to be, or, you know, could be a pocket. So we'll just press that down there like that. rid of the excess glue that's squeezing out now. Okay. Oops. Don't know whether you guys can see that, but that gold has smudged in there. Now, I don't know whether that's all inks do that or whether it's these inks. I've never really encountered that before. I don't think, with like the Tim Holtz inks. Maybe it's a Fabri-Tac thing, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter, it's fine. But yeah, I guess just something to be a bit aware of. But I don't know, like I say, whether it's all inks or whether it's just the, you know, the cheap inks that I bought from Amazon that are doing this. Whoa. Yeah, oh. Can you see that that's just literally stuck on me, doesn't want to come off? Yeah, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I'm wondering actually whether we might prefer this hot lower, so as we see a bit more of this. Could even put something, I guess, in there. Not saying necessarily that, but I've still got those, you know, little strips as well. So I'm just going to tear these down. Oops, come on. Okay, let's just tear that down. I mean, we could even have, let's just have a look. Oh no, definitely not there. That looked weird, didn't it? I don't dislike it there. I think that looks quite pretty. Wonder if we could have a bit of the lace coming out from the bottom as well. So let's just trim this down. So if that was going up there, could we have another bit from here, or is this like lace overload? I mean, you know, I don't very often suffer with lace overload. Other people may well think it is, but yeah, I normally think more is more. More is more all the time. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm the best judge of whether or not this is lace overload or not, but right, let's clamp this in place with some bling. Okay. Oops. Oh. Oh. That wasn't very successful, was it? Right. Okay, and then I'm just going to go along a couple of those more solid parts of that lace to just, you know, glue that down there. Okay. Yep. What do we think? Do we think with that trim or without the trim? I think with the trim, actually. So again, just going to tear that down, but bearing in mind I have got that thread, so oh, that's okay. It tore quite easily. So I'm just going to ink that thread, not thread, ink the paper up. Okay. Let's just get rid of that like that. Okay. Yep. Oh, I'm still debating, do I have it in the centre or do I have it lower down? I mean, I've got to be honest and say the centre probably looks better. Yeah, I mean, it probably does, doesn't it? What if we have the, like that? Oh gosh, it's so tough to decide sometimes, isn't it? Let's put this down and then, you know, I have at least committed to something. Okay, like that. Okay, that's that. And then the lace piece, just going to have across the bottom. Actually, I think I prefer it like that, to be honest. So again, I'm going to just clamp that lace down with the bling. like that. Oh. Okay, right, let's just now glue this down. Oops, big blob of hot glue there. Just move that out the way. And then I'm just going to trim this off because you can probably see I've got sort of an abundance there of lace overhanging. So let's just get rid of that. Okay. You know, it doesn't have to be flush with the piece, but, you know, slightly better anyway. So, yeah. Okay, so I like how that looks. Still kind of thinking, do we want anything else on there? Just because, you know... well, I like to just have tons of things on, I think. Do we want to kind of finish it off with an edge piece? I mean, we probably really don't, do we? But, I mean, I guess we could. We could, but we don't have to. So, yeah. Oh, do you know, I might not, but... Let me just pull in some page as if it were on the journal page. I mean, isn't that gorgeous, I have to say. And actually, then I do prefer it with the, you know, with the little piece, I think. Yeah, I think I do. Oh, let's go for that. Just adds like another, you know, another dimension, really. So, yeah, let's glue that down. Okay. Loving how that looks. I mean, funny how really I couldn't really tell and make up my mind about this brown paper bag, you know, edge strip until I placed it on what would effectively be a journal page. But it, you know, it makes a difference then, doesn't it? So, yeah, love how that piece looks. I did forget to actually ink around the edge of this, so I'm just going to quickly ink around those edges. Okay. Right, so that's that piece. Right, then we've got this piece that we said about doing a belly band, and I found that cluster, which, wow, how gorgeous is that on there? I just love how that cluster looks, like yummy, yummy, yummy. Just going to ink this edge strip again. Might use it, might not, but let's just have it inked up and ready, just in case. Oh gosh, let me get rid of these threads. Oh, come on. Right, let me just bring in again some lace, just seeing, because of course we will have lace on this, you know, it's not going to be a lace-free piece, is it? It's very doubtful that it would be a lace-free piece. Okay, so just put that across there. Do we think that that cluster is actually a little bit on the small side for this? Kind of thinking possibly it is. Yeah, it does look quite small, doesn't it? And I guess we can extend it by adding some other things to it. Could also have maybe a little bit of a frame somewhere. This frame, weirdly enough, it's making it look a little bit like a magic show to me. I don't know why, but yeah, looks a bit strange. I'm just going to try this on there. We tried this in the previous video on a different piece, and I kind of rejected it, but thinking perhaps on this one it may be, you know, I won't go with then that other one with the umbrella, but we'll go for this one instead. Look. Oops. Unfortunately, I've stitched this skew-if, so to have the clock straight, it has to be, you know, angled on there, which, I mean, I don't really mind that, but yeah, I mean, obviously in an ideal world I would have not done that and I would have stitched it straight in the first place, but you know, never mind. sometimes, you know, these things happen, don't they? Okay, let's just see whether... No, I've still got that magic show thing going on there. Don't know why, but let's just see what else I've got floating around on the desk. Got this bingo card. Got this piece here, which again, you know, we could ink this up perhaps. Let me just ink this up. Because, I mean, obviously it's just white at the moment, which is, yeah, a little bit too white. Oh my gosh, now it's like a little bit too brown, I think. So let's just go tear that edge down. I'm just not keen on straight edges, really, so just get rid of those straight edges. Okay. It's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, and then if we had some lace maybe at the top as well, so it's like, you know, top and tailed as they would call it. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. So I'm just going to ink this up first. Oh gosh, this has been printed, this piece, on, you know, that glossy photo paper, which I kind of forgot. But yeah, if you try and ink up the glossy photo paper, of course it's, you know, it's not porous at all or anything, and it just you know, sucks it onto the surface, and yeah, doesn't make it look that good. So yeah, that was another little mistake that I've already made. Okay, right, yeah. Okay, liking how that looks. So let's glue this piece down here. Okay. Oops. Like that. Again, let's just get my wipe and press that down. Okay, and then we'll just get this piece and glue this down. So again, I'm just going to kind of glue the entire thing. It's too flimsy to keep this on as a sort of pockety belly band piece on top of the belly band, if that makes sense, because this is just from brown paper bag. So, you know, it's really not got much strength in it at all. So, you know, I wouldn't trust it to, you know, be secure or hold things in place at all. Okay, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to just ink around the whole piece. Like that. And then I'm just going to go around it with the black, just, you know, like we have on the other ones, really. So just get my black stays on. Okay. There we go. Okay, press that down, and then we'll just get the black lace here. Okay, and just going to, yeah, pop it down. Wondering whether it needs to be a bit thinner than that. So I might use this piece at the top. So again, let's just clamp that down with some bling. I might even use the whole length of this. Do we want it that side or that side? Probably better this side, I think. Otherwise, I feel like I'm deliberately trying to kind of, you know, make it more symmetrical. So okay. Oops. There we go. That's that one. just chop this down. So again, just going to glue a couple of the thicker parts of that lace, trim that down, and just trim across the top like that. Okay, yep, that looks really nice. And then just at the bottom, so just going to tidy this up here. Oops, let's get rid of those threads. Oh my goodness, I have hot glue stuck all over me, and it's sticking now to every single thing I touch. Okay, yeah, like how that looks. And what should we have to clamp that in place? Just having a quick look to see whether I've got anything. I mean, we could have like a dictionary definition or something like that. I mean, we could have that up there, I guess. We might be able to have a button or something, or a number. I've got a shoe. That's not quite right with that clock, is it? Definitely not. Another dictionary definition. Oh, I don't know. It's sometimes so hard to decide. Okay, let's just ink this up. So this is, again, just another one of those faux stamped images, but just, you know, just thought I'd try it for size, really. I mean, I quite like it on here, but whether or not it actually needs something else is just another thing altogether, isn't it? But that looks a little bit like a line going diagonally across there, so that's not quite right, is it? Quite like it there, I think. Let's just pop that on. Again, just hot glue in for speed. So just pop that one down there like that. I have got a couple of butterflies here, actually, just stamped ones. I think they're too tiny to go on there. That's the issue with those. Yeah, they're a bit on the small side. What else have I got? I'm just literally searching around on my desk, really, seeing whether I've got anything else that would look okay on here. Oh dear, I'm not doing very well so far in my hunting around for something. I mean, sometimes it's just really tricky, isn't it, to find just that right thing, you know. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I use something else, you know, that's not really just the right thing, you know, because I think, oh gosh, I best just get a move on and put something down, I'm just never going to really feel quite happy, you know, with the finished piece, because it will always be, as soon as I think of that piece, all I'm going to think of is, oh, that piece with that bit that I wasn't really happy with. So we could have that black flower there, to be honest. That's, you know, that's quite nice. Should we do that? Let's do that. So again, just pushing that into that lace, and then again, just going to kind of fill in a bit of hot glue where there was a couple of solid pieces in the lace, like that. Okay, and then should we put something in the middle of that flower? So again, I might just have a little pearly piece. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just a little flat back pearl. Oh, it's actually pink. I hadn't realised. I mean, I know this is pink. You know, the whole piece is pink. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have chosen to have pink in the centre of that flower. Let me just have another hunt in my little organiser. See if I've got another one that's actually ivory. Oh. Isn't it annoying? You just, you know, or, well, not maybe you, but I just always think, oh, I have everything but the one thing that I'm actually hunting for. That's just so typical, isn't it? Okay. Just pull in my little centres, which I'm pretty sure I've got some little pearls in here that are not pink, but that are in fact ivory. So hold on. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Yeah. So, I mean, it was worth hunting around because I just wouldn't, you know, wouldn't have really felt happy just having that pink one. Whereas the ivory, it just looks much better, you know, suited, I think, to the piece. So, again, let's just hot glue that down like that. Okay, right, looking good. So that's that one. So those are those two. And then the final one that we're going to do today is this one, which again, I bought this cluster along. So let's just ink the cluster up straight away because of course it's, you know, not dark enough at the moment. So just ink around. Okay. And then, yeah, of course we do want some black lace somewhere. So I'm just going to cut this off of that header piece. I don't know whether I would use this or not, but just so as we've got the option, just trim it down here. You know, wondering whether we could have that sort of across there. We could have it across there actually, so looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I know that's random, you know, a very strange sort of positioning, but it's one of those things, you know, when you sort of chuck something down on somewhere and you think, oh, I quite like how that looks actually. And probably if I then came to move it and glue it, I wouldn't actually be able to get it back in that position at all. Yeah, I quite like that, I think. Yeah, I quite like that, exactly that way. Okay, right, let's just go for that. So, oh my goodness, I'm moving it already. Right, so I want to try and keep that lace where it is. Run some glue straight along my bling. Okay, and whoa. It's a bit tricky when you're actually working with a long piece of bling like this. It's much easier when you've cut them down into just like a length of 4 or 3. When they're longer, it, you know, makes them a bit tricky to kind of work with. Right, I'm going to cut this down here because again, this is quite long. It would probably be bigger, you know, bigger than a journal page. So, and I can also get rid of that blue, which, you know, like I said before, I would probably then struggle to use it with the blue. Okay. So again, just going to fill in these couple of bits where I've got slightly more solid pieces of lace there, so that can be glued down here across the top. Okay, let's just glue this down. Whoa. Okay, glue that one there. Oh, I just love how that looks, to be honest. It's so pretty. Have I not got a very straight edge here? Not sure whether I... Yeah. Hopefully that's looking a little bit tidier now. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. I mean, to be honest, I probably am now going to struggle to find something to put with that that's going to, you know, like benefit it really, because I just think it looks so pretty as it is. Let's have a look. Maybe a number or something. If I've got one of my black numbers, would be, yeah, would be, I think, good. Let's just have a look. Okay. Number 2. This might be too small. Oops, not the green one. Definitely not the green one. Right, let's just have a look. So So I was wondering whether I could like layer them up. So let's have a look. Oops. We had that there. Oh look, you see now I've glued that lace down. I mean, I can obviously, you know, unglue it. It will be fine. Or do I want a little bit of stamping perhaps on this one? Because we've not really got much stamping going on these that we've done today, have we? I think I quite like that actually. So yeah, let's just, whoops, sorry, dragging in lace now from elsewhere as I picked the glue up. Okay, pop that one down there. Just, okay, press that down. And then I'm going to glue this cluster on. Now, weird, but I'm just going to check that I don't want some more lace coming out from the bottom of there. So again, just trim that down. Just put it here. Oops. Yeah, I think that's quite nice. So, right, need to be careful here. What I'm going to do is just move my scissors onto that piece of lace to kind of hold that out of the way, like that, because I want to obviously glue this down on top. Oops, on top of this piece of lace, if that makes sense, to clamp, well, clamp that in place. Okay, right, that was a bit long-winded, wasn't it? Right. Again, just going to hot glue this down nice and quick, and obviously then clamping that lace in place at the same time. So yeah, okay, move that down like that. And then for this little number 10, I'm thinking I've just got some tissue paper here, and this is from some vintage like postcards, you know, when you get like the separating piece of tissue paper, it's that basically. So I'm thinking, let's put this on there. So if I'm just going to glue this together like that. Whoa dear. Glue that like that, and then just going to glue my number to the front of it. Oops. Just dab that off on my hand so I didn't have so much glue. Right, okay. Let me just press that down. Oops. Okay. Just going to tear it down because I don't really like those straight edges, as you know. Oops. Okay, and then just go across here. Okay. So yeah, I might have it kind of there to the side, or I could have it here. Oh, again, I wish that you could speak to me so that I could be asking you guys where you think is best, because at first I thought definitely over here, and then I put it here and I thought, oh, actually I think over there is better. So, oh, fingers crossed I'm making the right decision. So yeah, let's put it down over there. So again, just going to hot glue this down for speed. Okay, popping that there. Okay, right, do I want to just add a tiny bit of glue to just keep this pinned in place? Yep, there we go. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? So again, let's just pull in a journal. Well, it's not a journal, it's just a piece of paper, but to show you, if this were a journal page, this is how this would look on the page. Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. This is our belly band piece. That's how that would be. And then this was that first piece that we did. So that's how that would be on the page as well. And then of course we had the pieces that we made in the previous video as well. So yeah, I mean, we used up obviously that, you know, scrapbook paper that I wasn't otherwise using. So I think we've made some, you know, some good pieces from that, and definitely made the most of that scrapbook paper. I hope that you like all the bits that we made, and yeah, hopefully kind of it might have inspired you to get out some of your inks and have a play, and, you know, use up some of your 12x12s on the reverse. So thank you so much for watching, and stay safe everyone, and see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.